Okay, let's check out AutoPilot at night in traffic. Interstate traffic. My camera's all dirty in the back. Gotta clean that off. Gotta touch the wheel. It does a pretty good job. It in this version of AutoPilot, it just seems to anticipate slowing down better without having to slam on the brakes. You know, in the old version of AutoPilot, I used to slam on the brake, and I used to disengage it if I saw that traffic was slowed down way ahead. It seemed like it wasn't anticipating it far enough in advance. But now it's doing a much better job. It's not perfect, but it is so much closer to perfect than the previous version. And I don't know about how it does when people try to cut you off, because I know in the previous versions of software, it would not back down when someone was trying to cut you off. It would ram them. So I haven't experienced that. Yeah, well, here's somebody right there trying to come out. But generally you encounter this all the time in an acceleration lane when someone's trying to merge in. And I usually don't challenge people that much, so I really don't know if it will back down or not. It's kind of one of those things that you don't really want to have to test out. I'd rather just know it works. There's a prompt to hold the wheel again. See how much traffic there is. This is just slow traffic. I mean, it doesn't seem to be any stopping anywhere. But if you've been on 95 between Richmond and DC, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at these red lights you can see off in the distance. Look at that, as far as we can see. Ooh. Well, this is one of the nice times that you have AutoPilot. Like I said, cutting off is an issue, and I don't like to follow that closely. I usually have it set on 4 car lengths. Let me see what I have it set on right now. Oops, that's the wipers. I didn't want to do that. 3, 4. Yeah, I've got it set on 4 car lengths. Yeah, look again. Look at all those cars all down there. But it makes driving a lot less fatiguing, that's for sure. Don't want it to do anything but just monitor. I'm trying to move over to the left lane there, but I had an opportunity. But I'd rather stay in this middle lane in traffic, just see how it does. Just kind of hang out, let the car do its thing. We seem to be moving faster than anybody else in this lane. Just the prompt again to touch the wheel. Just did. speeding up now. Who knows, we may actually get to go the speed limit. That may have been the end of it, I don't know. But this is just a video just to show you how it does. And I didn't have to do anything there. I've just touched the wheel when it prompted me. I haven't done any speeding up or slowing down. I haven't had to, do any braking in advance of autopilot, not noticing what was happening. That used to happen on a regular basis. I'm not doing that. I still think it could anticipate a little bit better. I do think there's room for improvement there, but it is worlds better than it used to be on the previous version. Touch the wheel again. They're slowing down. Well, they're jabbed on the brakes a little bit. It could have realized that these guys are speeding up again and not jabbed on the brakes so much. There it is. Lots of cars as far as you can see. Again. Still going. If you're with me out there, let me know what you think of the performance here, how it does in traffic. Would you use it if you have it? And if you do have it, do you use it in these situations? Let me know. Write something in the comments, please. And just so you know also, I'm only touching the wheel when it's prompting me to do so. There it goes again. So you can see the delay between prompts. I just touch it once and kind of tug on it a little bit. It just needs to feel a little pressure there, tension. You don't need to actually keep your fingers, there's no sensors on the wheel telling you if your fingers are there or not. I was gonna move. No, we're not. It's not gonna react quick enough. I've noticed also, I don't know if not reacting quick enough has to do with the processing speed on this or not. And another thing I've been thinking about too is I've already paid for the full self-driving option. Okay, so I've got the enhanced autopilot, paid for the full self-driving. From what Elon says, I hope he's telling the truth. They will upgrade hardware if need be to achieve level 5 when they have that available, hopefully before the end or at the end of 2019. And it seems to me that with this new MCU coming out, which is like twice as fast at least on every task, that I can see, delays here and there. They're going to have to be eliminated for full self-driving, I think. So I'm having a feeling that, yes, you can upgrade the MCU if you need to, but if you've already paid for full self-driving, my guess is they're going to upgrade you automatically. Let me know what you think about that. I mean, when I say the MCU, I mean that's the center MCU here for the screens, the screen here in the center, and also that's one processing unit. There's another processing unit that in the Model S and X anyway that runs the self-driving stuff. So there's actually 2 computers. The Model 3 only has 1 computer, and the 1 computer is faster than what has been available on the Model S and X. Now we're stopping here, so it comes to a complete stop, and it'll start back up. I can see right there, yeah, we're in red for a while here, unfortunately. So I might just record this for a little while. So you can get a taste of this autopilot in traffic for a while. Whoop, that guy almost cut me off. Guy, girl, oh, there it is, prompting again. Touch the wheel. looks like I'll see a break after the next interchange. Looks like it starts to pick up. Hopefully for good for this last 19 miles that I have to drive on this highway. And for those of you that don't know, also, this is kind of the way it is. This is a Sunday night, believe it or not. But we're in April. The weather's not really that warm yet. But during the beach season, it gets like this. Everyone heads back from the North Carolina beaches, it seems like, on the back to DC. It's a wealthy area on Sunday night. And the Friday night out of town down 95 commute is also a big disaster for the same reason. They're going to the beach. It's prompting me again to touch the wheel. And just so you know, if you don't touch the wheel in time, what happens is it starts to beep like noise, and then it starts to turn red and all this other weird stuff, and then it starts to slow the car down, and eventually, if you don't touch the wheel, it'll hit the car in the road. So that's what happens. Nothing crazy. I mean, that's just it. Well, we're really jabbing on the brakes there. Wow. See, it does a pretty good job of trying to smooth out ripples in traffic, but I wish it did better. I think it can do better. And I do also think that when self-driving cars are commonplace, that they will really help to smooth out all these traffic ripples that happen in situations like these. Because the average human driver seems like gets uptight, starts hitting the gas, starts tailgating people, and of course that's when accidents happen. But then they also suddenly slam on the brakes because someone slams on the brakes in front, and there's very little following distance, so everyone slams on the brakes, and that's what causes these traffic ripples. Hey, look how far down you can see all those cars. Whoa. Long way. But I don't see as many brake lights way down there. I think it's picking up. It's supposed to pick up after this. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I gotta touch the wheel again. I gotta touch the wheel. You notice I'm with this U-Haul driver the whole way, it seems like. Well, there's somebody cutting me off. And, well, they didn't cut me off very dramatically. I didn't try to do anything. That's just the way the system handled it. You saw it. But if someone was going really slow and trying to wedge their way in, that's really what I'm really concerned about. That seemed to handle it fine. I don't know if that was any different than previous versions of AutoPilot. But if they got too close and were like wedging themselves in, you know, where lane ends, that's what I'm wondering about. I'm gonna touch the wheel again. Alright, now we're speeding up. Yeah, it looks like we're almost out of the traffic area, according to the map. Right up top there, it looks like it goes away, at least for a little while. Well, I'll keep recording for a little while. I think we're still going to be in this for some time, unfortunately. everybody seems to be behaving well. That's not always the case. Okay, gotta touch the wheel again. Okay, looking at the map, it looks like it's starting to clear. If it stays, the speed stays this high, I'm gonna turn it off in a minute. So, police car up there. That will mean we're just about through all the slow mess, which is good. And I've got another 16 miles to go to the supercharger. There's another ripple I see. So it looks like it. I do like when people try to slow the ripples down instead of driving as fast as they can and tailgating everyone. Okay, I gotta touch the wheel again. Alright, I think that's it. Well, thanks again for watching. Let me know your comments about how you think AutoPilot does in traffic. Remember, this is the AutoPilot 2 that I have, and it's 2018.10.4 is the version. Things have definitely improved. If you want to see how bad AutoPilot used to be, just look back at some of my videos from about a year ago when I got my Tesla. Thanks for watching.